Alright guys, welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. So, a couple of people have been asking me what my predictions are for the Worldwide Download celebration and what I think the units will be and stuff like that, so let's just go ahead and hop right into it. So obviously, as Eric Dokkan has said, the last one of the all is the only one that matters. So out of all of the countdown images, they like 1 through 6 was all Cell Saga, and then the 7th one, aka the one on the last day, is actually the Future Trunks Saga. So if we go over here, you can see that this is the Future Saga category, of course, and a lot of these powerful options are on here, like obviously Vegeta and Trunks, you know, Future Gohan, you can still get some use here and there, Vegito Blue being one of the best units in the game. But yeah, my options are options that people have already been guessing too, is a Vegito Blue unit. However, I kind of want a unit with Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito Blue. I think a lot of the fights during Future Saga are very underutilized. When Goku is first fighting Rose, and Rose is like, I murdered your entire family, and I made sure that I got every last one of them. And then Goku's like, how could you do that? Not only did you steal my body, but you murdered my family. And then he starts fighting both Zamasu and Rose at the same time. I think that could be like an incredible animation in Dokkan. I think they could also like kind of chain that into like maybe Goku throws the opponent into the wall, and then Vegeta punches through the wall and then starts punching downwards like how he did against Rose, and then does like the 1,000 punches into the ground. Like I think that they have a lot of potential that they could like sort of combo the attacks into each other, because as you guys already know, Vegeta and Trunks, they didn't really fight too much inside of the saga, but they took a lot of the animations of Trunks and they took a lot of the animations of Vegeta. They kind of clashed them together, so that way it kind of looks like they're working together when really it's just moments blended into each other. But yeah, I think that would be probably the best option, like a Goku Blue and Vegeta Blue that fuse into Vegito. I think that would be probably my number one option. Now obviously my second option would be another Sword of Hope Trunks. If we would go ahead and look at him, he is so old. The animations are, there's so much room for improvement that it's very insane that, again, this just fight is just so underutilized. The entire saga is so underutilized, so they have so much stuff that they can bring in and talk about. One of the things I will say I am a little bit concerned about though is when Trunks will go SSJ, or let's say that it's a Sword of Hope Trunks that is SSJ, if he is not starting as powered up or future Super Saiyan Trunks future whatever powered up, this could be a very bad issue, and one that we ran into with revives. Now if you don't know how the Spirit Bomb units work, let's just go ahead and kind of pull it up. Let's just do Fierce Battle. If you don't know how the Spirit Bomb units work, so Super Saiyan full power of Goku and the Z duo who, you know, do the Spirit Bomb, you can only do one Spirit Bomb and collect the energy once at a time. So if Super Saiyan 4 Goku, if you're running 2 of them, only one of them can be Boo, or Oob, my bad. Only one of them can be Oob, and then you can go full power. Then the other one has to transform into Oob, collect the orbs, then that one can go into full power. You can't have 2 Oobs at the same time, same as how you can't have an Oob and a Vegeta at the same time. You can only have one. So if we get another unit that needs to build energy for the Spirit Bomb and it's not an instant thing, then it could be an issue where, like I said with the revives, you're just having to prioritize one revive over another, and because the competition is already just so huge, because again, Vegeta is like the best defensive unit in the game, and then Oob is like the either number one with best defensive unit in the game as well, or a little bit better than Vegito because he also is supporting. So it's just like he already has so much competition to work with. It's going to be hard to say, you know what, okay, I'm going to put Trunks and I'm going to make him the person who does the orb collection. It's already a small issue, but it's not that bad because you need to get some hits with Goku, and you want to do that at the start, while usually most of the time you want to do the Z Duo Spirit Bomb towards the end of the match, because you want to get full power out as soon as possible. You want to get the Spirit Bomb as usually the last attack. But yeah, that's just my kind of like worries about if they do release a Trunks. Now obviously I think for like the part 1 kind of counterpart, if they do a Vegito, I think Rose could be another very, very good option. Maybe even another version of this card where it's obviously the Goku Black, Rose, and Zamasu. Because again, look at when these animations came out, there's so much things that they could do that they just left out. And as of right now, like, there's just so much stuff that they can use from these fights. Again, you want to look at the this one when he does the Enraged and he does the Scythe, and then the Goku Blacks come out of the kind of like dimension that he opens up, or whatever you want to call that, right? You could easily have either a turn similar to this Enraged where he is invincible, and then he, like, all the animations are like all the Goku Blacks just coming out of nowhere and just beating up the opponent over and over again, and then maybe at the end like the portal closes or something. You could easily do something like that. And then part 2 could easily just be Fusion Zamasu. While he is still good, is this the one? Nope. Where did I put him? There he is. While he is like a good character, I will say, he definitely needs somebody to link up with. So if they wanted to, they could either have a Goku Black and Rose, or a Rose, I'm sorry, Goku Black and Rose. They can either have the Goku Black and Zamasu, or Rose and Zamasu that fuses into Corrupted Zamasu. I think that could be really cool. They could have just a standalone Corrupted Zamasu. The only thing is that they don't have it where he has a new name, but you could easily just don't care about this and then just give him a new name. I don't think anybody would really care if you just put like Corrupted or whatever you want to put there. I think that would definitely be fine. So that's my predictions for the Worldwide Download Celebration. Now let's talk about like actual EZAs and stuff. This guy could definitely be very good. He has a very open kit. This was one of the best mechanics back when it first released, getting ki every single time that he getting attack every single time that he gets ki up to 120%, and then having that also be multiplicative made it where he was one of the hardest hitting turn 1 units of, I think, of that time period. I don't think there was a person who hit harder on turn 1, especially with no buildup, and then also not getting any attack during his super attacks effects at all. And then if we look at someone similar, we'll just do legendary power. If we look at somebody similar over, he is right here when it actually loads. Here we go. If we look at somebody similar, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, he also has the same mechanic every single time that he gets ki. He gets attack and defense instead of just the attack like Rose gets. He could be a very powerful option if all they do is that one minor change. Attack and defense 6% with each ki up to the 120. And then getting, instead of 2 ki with every finished blow, make it where it's just like, I don't know. This is like a very bad mechanic, I would say. I don't know what I would swap it with, but I would definitely have it where he would get ki through something else, because that was the only thing, was that he was very ki dependent. But again, why would this is such a hard thing to build up, so it's just very, very hard to work with. Hopefully they give him something more with that. But yeah, that's one of my top LR options. Yeah, we already talked about him. Obviously Rose, Goku Black going into Rose, this could be another really, really good option. Number one, make this better. Like, make this turn 4. Or entirely remove this. But I would rather see the turn 4. Because HP restriction, really bad. Having that with 6 turns, or with an HP restriction, it's going to be extremely, extremely, extremely hard to see this guy because of that. He does have a good base start kit though, I would say. Getting critical chance with every hit could be pretty good. Maybe make that critical hit and damage reduction 5%, up to 40%. That could be really, really good. Make it at 40% attack and defense up to 120, and then give him maybe 120% attack and defense at the start of turn. Having the greatly raised defense though has the super attack effect already tells me that his secondary super attack effect is going to be absolute, just the worst super attack effect you've seen of all time. Best case scenario, we're going to see attack and defense raised for the super attack, but worst case scenario, aka what I think is the most likely, is they're just going to be like attack lower or defense lower. It's just going to be really dumb. I would say defense lower, probably the worst. Attack would be okay, I guess, but getting attack raised, even if it's just for 1 turn, would probably be best. Having just the straight up 50% damage reduction, 50% critical chance would be really, really cool. Having 150% attack defense, maybe don't have it where he gets, I don't know, that, because I don't want it to be where he would get weaker when he transforms, but STR Namek Goku, another person similar to something like this, does get weaker after he transforms because it turns the multiplicative passive into just a singular. So it is what it is. But make this something like key +3 attack and defense, 20%, 30%, doesn't matter. Just give it attack and defense, and he could be one of the top support options, or going to be support options for that. They can even make it where he gets make it like key +2 attack and defense 20% before transformation, then give the key +3 attack and defense 30% after. I think that would be really, really cool. Here are some of the side banner unit EZAs that I think they can do. Let's see where he is. Man, I just pulled up a whole bunch of tabs that we really don't care about. There we go. So Int Zamasu, he could definitely get an EZA, and same with STR Trunks. These are my top picks, I would say, just because they have the flat damage reduction, which is really, really good. Just very, very hard to mess that up, but they could be really good options. I would say make this the attack and defense raise. Make that probably the same on both sides. I don't understand why they really did this. They're literally around the same time period. And for whatever reason, they just made it where Trunks is just straight up better, getting the defense for multiple turns, while Zamasu it just gets 7% HP. I feel like make that defense for 1 turn, greatly raised defense for 1 turn, give it 10% HP, could be really, really good. Make this maybe attack and defense for 6 turns, I guess, 30% attack and defense. Best case scenario, again, I would just want it to be 50% attack and defense for 6 turns, or maybe even 30% for 9 turns. I think that could be really, really powerful. Make this guy a very, really, what is it? He could be a really powerful slot 1 option. Really dependable, I would say. But yeah, a lot of these links as well for both of the units would help a lot of the categories out that they would be linking up with during the Worldwide Down celebration. So like Royal Lineage could help out in Trunks and Vegeta. Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, really, really nice. Power Bestowed by God, Dismal Future, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle. But yeah, we already talked about him. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that as well. Where's the... I'll just quickly go back to this guy too. So I feel like this guy is in a situation similar to Physical Janemba back when he released, where he just didn't really have a team at the time until the next Worldwide Down celebration. Cooler helped out the previous kind of, I think it was the Christmas one, right? Yeah, it was, or well, I guess it's the December double rates banner. I think that this could be a similar situation where the whatever is going to be the part 2 or part 1 LR is going to help this guy a whole bunch. He does have an insanely good pace kit. It's literally just that he had no options to run. The only option to run was the tech Rose and Zamasu, but they were okay. The problem was that like after the couple of turns, they stopped being a slot 1 option because they would lose their guard, right? So if we can get a slot 1 option, let's say a Rose and Zamasu to combat the Goku and Vegeta Blue, I think that this guy could definitely make a comeback for sure. Having it where all he needs is a Patara person, like easiest conditions of all time, especially on a team where he wants to be running, well, like I said, when you want to be running against other Zamasus and Roses. Having the damage reduction is definitely going to help. Getting the attack and defense, of course, there's key changing. Just only having to get the ultra super attack will make it such a powerful option, I would say. Only thing that kind of sucks is, of course, the damage reduction being only for 1 turn. I wish they made it, or it's just a permanent 30% damage reduction. But it is what it is. 20% damage reduction is fine. Healing at the end of the turn, because you have to get it hit 5 times. Good luck getting hit 25 times. Same thing with the key. Good luck getting hit 25 times. This part's okay. But I do think that the likelihood that this guy will bounce back is very, very high. Let's get these guys out of the way. And then another person I want to talk about of someone who could bounce back as well is the Trunks and my future EZA card. Let's look at what obviously his kit needs. Attack and defense 70%, right? And then he gets 1 key and an additional 20% up to 140 with each Time Traveler's category ally. Guess what Future Saga is filled with? Time Travelers. Oh, I had to click on that. Whoops, my bad. But yeah, let's get what all the Time Travelers are. Future Saga, Future Saga, Future Saga, Future Saga, Future Saga, Future Saga. Look at that. Literally everybody here is Time Traveler. Like, every single Future Saga unit is a Time Traveler, basically, especially from the Future Trunks Saga. So it's just like the only person who I don't think is a Time Traveler is Mai, right? She's the only one who isn't. No, even she's a Time Traveler. That is fair. She does travel back in time with Trunks the second time, not the first time though. So yeah, who knows? Maybe we can get a side banner support Mai. So, but yeah, she could be a powerful option too. But yeah, this part could definitely help too. The attack and defense 30%. This is the part that I wanted to talk about the most though. Getting me key +6 and high chance to do an evasion against a Future Saga category enemy. Let's go ahead and look at the red zone stages that are already in the game. So these are the ones that have been data mined for the upcoming worldwide download celebrations for stage 1 and stage 2. So look at that. Android. The LR AGL androids. Guess who they are? Future Saga, right? Or wait, no, actually no, I'm sorry. They're Android Cell Saga, aren't they? Let me just check real quick. Future Saga, they're not. Yeah, okay. So my bad. And then Cell First Form. Of course, he's not the Android or not Android. He's not a Future Saga person as well. But as we go on and we get all the rest of the stages, I think Perfect Cell is going to be one of them. And then probably Merge Zamasu is going to be the next one. Or Rose, you know, just regular Zamasu, just regular Goku Black that transforms into Rose. All of those could be stages for that upcoming Dismal Future one. And even if we click on the link, if we go over here, what's Dismal Future? Let's look at all the extreme options, because again, this is a red zone, so we know that it's going to be all extreme types. Boom. Rose and Zamasu, Fusion Zamasu, Rose, Goku Black, or well, Zamasu, Goku Black, or Goku in parentheses, Goku Black, Zamasu, androids, you know. So, like, I think it's a very, 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 very high chance that we will see these options as all of these guys basically as a upcoming red zone stage. So it is something to think about, that you could be using this guy and he will activate a lot of the future Saga links, as well as giving support and then having the dodge chance. So it's as good as a support unit can get. He has a chance to, or he's most likely going to be able to tank normals. I would have to see how he looks at, you know, Rainbow Link 10, but I'm sure he'll be fine. And then the high chance to dodge, so that way he can survive supers. It's going to be helping out a whole bunch. Basically as ideal as a support unit as you can want. That's all I could really ask for, is have an okay amount of defense that you're able to tank normals, and then have some sort of defensive capability, that way you can hopefully survive supers. But yeah, that's basically my hopes / predictions for the Future Saga, or the upcoming Future Saga Worldwide Down Celebration. And let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think is going to be coming? Do you guys want like a Goku Black that transforms into Rose and then merges with Zamasu to go into Fusion Zamasu? Do you want a Trunks, like a similar situation with Tech Trunks, where it's like base form Trunks, Super Saiyan, and then sort of Hope? What do you guys want? What do you guys want the most to be Easy 8? Let me know. But anyways, that is all the time we're going to spend on this one. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.